Hey guys, welcome to another video brought to you by Total Control Traders. Part 1 of today's video, market review and hottest tickers. Thank you for, I wanted to take a moment to thank all those of you who have been supportive and chose to subscribe. I am noticing a steady increasing subscribers, and we are now over 30, and slowly but surely seeing that increase. Views have also been steadily increasing, which is a great sign. I thank you guys for enjoying the content I'm putting out. If there's any improvements that you see that I can make, please do make a comment down below, and we'll continue to put out quality content. And I do apologize for the lack of sound quality right now. I have ordered a mic, so that'll be arriving next week. So going forward, the sound quality should have an improvement from there. And currently putting my my efforts into focusing on the website development. So keep an eye out for that. Website is coming out soon. Alright, let's get right into it. First one, SPX, same as usual. We are seeing a daily bull flag that is getting a little bit, it's still in the daily bull flag. We were seeing a confirmation earlier today, as we can see when we zoom into the hourly. We saw a little bit of a uptick, and if we were to draw this bull flag out, it will look something like, probably a little bit too high here, so somewhere around here. We saw a confirmation of bull flag, but saw some sell pressure coming in at end of day. Actually, this drawing works out perfectly, because we can see that we're backtesting the bull flag right now and seeing a bounce from there. So make sure you keep your eyes on the longer time frame. As the sell pressure came in today, I mentioned in our chat group that there is no significant sell volume comparing to previous days. You know, all these kind of higher volumes we're seeing. So there's no, I wasn't too worried about market consolidation, and we are seeing a bounce now, so that confirms it. And on the NAS, actually let me get my drawings back first, don't want to lose them. On the NAS, similar idea, selling towards the end of the day, spike in bull volume right at 1 and 2 o'clock, 1:30 and 1 and 1:30, and now we're seeing a bounce. Bounce seems a little bit weaker than SPX, which is fine, because we are seeing somewhat of a sector rotation out of NAS. As for Dows, we broke under the channel that we were in slightly, so we're gonna have to see how this works out going forward. Gonna want to see a continuation on this bounce. And anything noticeable on US dollars? Not really. Rejected from the resistance zone again today. We are forming a daily bull flag on the US dollar currency as well. Opened up below the daily 8, but then got bought up right away, and now we are still closing above it. So something to be aware. This generally is a first sign of potential market pullback. Keep a close eye on US dollar currency. Once we break through this zone, I imagine that US dollar will start going. Nothing noticeable on the hourly. Next, let's take a look at gold. We haven't looked at gold for some time. Daily in a channel. Where did we break bull already? Okay, so we were in the channel, broke bull, came to back test, and now we're going sideways, bear flagging. So let's see what happens. Keep an eye on the channel. Other than that, not a whole lot of interesting activity going on in gold. Rejected from the resistance. Yeah, so not seeing a reversal, nothing interesting. Bitcoin, seeing somewhat of a bounce on decreasing bull volume. There is still 51 minutes till the day closes. So anticipation, as mentioned when we first saw the potential top, is we are going to see bull pennant or bull flag that's going to form. From here, likely to see a little bit more downside action, price action based on the decreasing bull volume. Alright, let's get into the hottest tickers. First one, Tesla. They're forming a really nice bull flag here. So last prediction, it didn't work out. Anticipated further downside, but not seeing too much right now. We are seeing a decrease on bull volume, holding up really well. Haven't even touched the daily 8 yet. Chart is still extremely strong. But one thing I want to mention on Tesla as well as Bitcoin is starting to hear a lot of info from my previous colleagues that people are looking to open up accounts to trade Tesla and trade Bitcoin. One thing you want to be aware is when the general public starts rushing into something, that is generally the time you don't want to be holding it anymore. Because what happens is, not saying that it always happens or there's something that someone's doing wrong or market always tricks people into losing their money. You just gotta be on top of it. Generally what happens is the market makers, they are going to make money, and the way they make money is by selling their shares to the mom and pops who don't really understand investment. And that's why you always hear a mom and pop saying, oh no, stock market is it's bound to lose money, you're always going to lose money, it's too risky, kind of things. You just got to understand what you're doing. Okay, so when I hear that a lot of mom and pops, new investors looking into investing into Tesla or Bitcoin, that to me is a major red flag. It's a major red flag. So from that standpoint, I am anticipating further downside. And if we look at the charts, daily again forming a bull flag. The hourly is in a pennant right now, in the wedge. Looks like, sorry guys, my wife just printing something here. And from here, we're seeing a decrease on volume, clearly decrease on volume. So we will be seeing a big move coming very soon. If not tomorrow, then Monday. Keep an eye on Tesla. My anticipation again is further down price action. Next, ABNB, Airbnb. So one of the scenarios worked out. When we looked at this chart yesterday, I think it was, yesterday, we were starting to get extended from the daily, but now we are definitely extended from the daily. Decreasing bull volume. Did not hit that 1-to-1 target of 190. I have personally exited the position already. Took profits. Want to see how this works out. We're starting to get a 4-hour or hourly bear divergence already formed. Is there a support trend line? Just broke under. And now we're back testing it. So potential head and shoulder forming. if you're in the trade, make sure to take profits. Anticipating a little bit more downside from here. And next is Zoom. Zoom. First time trading this stock. Worked out really well. We are seeing, let's zoom in, see, went up. Okay, so I anticipated a little bit less of a an upside, which is good. It went up above the anticipation, came back tested a little bit more, so it's a little bit more volatility than anticipated. Low bear volume, decreasing bull volume, constantly rejecting from the resistance. But I believe after hours brought us to the high of day. I think someone mentioned that is at a new high of day now, which is good. This ticker is gonna go. From here, once we break the current area, what we're looking at for resistance wise would be right here. Yeah, this makes sense. Maybe around this area, 409 to 426. So plenty of upside. And once we break that, there's only one more resistance after. Key resistance we want to be watching, 435. And if that 435 is broken, which will be past the 0.382, it's not letting me delete this line. Yeah, which will be past the 0.382, then we're looking at a gap fill. Chart looks amazing. I've taken profits a little bit because of these rejections. We'll be keeping a very close eye on it. This Zoom is gonna provide lots of paydays to come. Alright, next is space. Seeing a very nice follow through. Gap up and run, rejecting off of a previous high. The body of previous high. Almost touched it, didn't really touch it yet. But if you look at the volume, guys, this is going to tell a lot of story. The volume today, one of the highest volumes ever. Or at least it's matching all the previous high volumes. And if we were to look at what happened in the previous high volumes, such as this one, we'll be looking at a bull flag forming followed by another action up. So that's what I'm anticipating, a bull flag to form from here, then further bull price action. Okay, so be patient on your entry. If you're not in, we are extended from the daily 8. Wait for that ideal entry, most likely touch or just below of daily 8. Next is snow, or last one of the 5 is snow. Being patient on this trade, we saw some nice momentum today, broke through the wedge, went up and had a nice follow through, but then it sort of faded through the day, held the low of the day, which is good, and we saw a pop in bull volume. From here, we want to look upwards. The daily inverse head and shoulders is playing out. Bounce from GP, not too worried about this trade. Essentially looking at first target of 328.52. I did take a little bit of profit off today from the high of day. and that's partially because it was an ad that I wasn't really planning on swinging long, but now my core position is gonna be aiming for that minimum 0.382. That's all the hot tickers for today. However, I did want to add another one. A request from one of our newest members, Reese. CNR, Canadian National Railway. Look at this just earlier, like a few minutes ago. So this chart actually looks pretty good. We were in the wedge. Resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance again, support again. So we had three touches both ways. That is the most ideal. From there, we saw a break on decent follow through, followed by a very nice bull volume. Then the next day, again, nice bull price action. Then we got extended from the 88, so we're coming back to back test it. However, there is a lack of sellers. There's no divergences. There's nothing, no major red flags on this chart. Earnings date is coming up January 26th. So if you are in the chart, if you are in the trade, ideally we want to start seeing a bounce right away. We are on the weekly 8. If we start losing that, that is a big red flag. We already lost the daily, but on low bear volume, so that's okay. First thing tomorrow, we don't want to see an increase on bear volume. Compare it to the previous 730 candles, guys. Don't compare it to the previous candle because the times are different. 730, especially 730 candles, you want to be comparing to 730 candles. Sorry, I'm on a daily chart here. Yeah, so 730s you want to be comparing to 730s. Same with 2 o'clock, you want to be comparing to 2 o'clock. So we did see a huge bull volume right at the close. Someone wants to get in. Chart looks good. If you're in it, watch the weekly 8. Alright guys, that's it for today. Watch out for the part 2 that might be coming out before this part 1. Changing things up a little bit. Might name this part 2 instead. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Stay safe and be in control.